All right, let's get going. Hello, traders, and welcome to today's Simple Forex Setup Show, where I will be going through 10 currency pairs and looking at trade setups on the 4-hour time frame. So let me share the screen. All right. If you have any questions, please feel free to put them in the chat and I can answer as we go along. The first currency pair that I'm looking at is GBPUSD. And GBPUSD, I'm looking for long in terms of the bigger picture. I'm just looking for a pullback and continuation of that direction. In the short term, though, there is a lot of room to go short if you trade counter trend. So I'm just going to be waiting for this to see if it comes below the weekly pivot again and maybe retest, and then looking for it to come down here, and then looking for that reversal to take the trade back up in the long direction. Bobby, yes, it is true that this is the last show for this year. So what will happen is next week I will be part of the traders trading retreat, which is happening in Bali, but I'll be doing a remote as usual. And after that, I'm taking some time off. So I will be back next year, and also for the Sunday market reviews, still be doing those. But for Simple Forex setups, this is indeed the last show. All right, next currency pair I'm looking at is EURUSD. And EURUSD, again, in terms of where we are and where I really would want to trade is the bottom of the channel. But there is a lot of room, obviously, at this point, being just below the top of the range, which we're in now and have been for a while. There's a potential that this is going to come back into the channel and go further down. So just watch out for that. If that happens, that is basically this little, that's the shorter time frame channel that is forming here. Okay, so otherwise, just wait for it to go to the bottom of the channel, which also sort of lines up with the monthly pivot, and then looking for long opportunities there. Next currency pair is AUDUSD, which is in the same boat. It's at the top of that channel, currently back under. So I'm looking for, that's the break retest, and looking for basically this to go short until around here. That's what I anticipate, but it may not happen. So if it does turn around earlier, obviously it is still in the uptrend. So I'm looking for any reversal and looking for long opportunities. Next currency pair I'm looking at is GBPJPY. And here I'm looking for short. So where we are is, let me just zoom that out. We've just popped above that previous level where it was going sideways. And I'm looking to see if that was basically a false break and will come back within. It seems like a safer trade to trade within that range and come back down. So I'm looking for short opportunities there. At the moment, it is above the monthly pivot and going sideways. So there's a potential it will just bounce off that previous trend. But what I would like to see is for it to close back below and then retest to go for short. So let's just see where that is going to go. Basically, any of those monthly pivot or trend lines, they're a point of decision. Where is that price going to head from that area? So just looking to see when it does get there, is it going to go further along, or is it going to start the descent? And next currency pair is EURJPY. And here again, I'm looking for short opportunities at the moment. We are just at the top of that previous level of resistance. And therefore, I don't want to take any long trade at this point. Just wait to see how this works out. At the moment, we're in that downward channel. So we have a low high, a low, a lower high, and a lower low. So now we'll see if this is also going to be a false break out of that channel and create another lower high. And then I would like to see the price action back below, retest, and then go short to the bottom of that, what was the previous range. Next currency pair is USDJPY, and in USDJPY, I'm looking for short. So where we are at the moment, we've had that big pullback, which now broke through multiple levels. So we've had a number of closes below the monthly pivot, and we're in that previous range. Not ideal. I don't like to trade the middle of the range, so I like to see it come up, maybe to the top of the range, or to the at least to the top of that previous trend line, and then look for short opportunities there. So this is on the 4-hour time frame around here. I'm looking for short opportunities after that. The next currency pair is USDCAD, and USDCAD I'm also looking for short. So where we are here is that's no longer valid, actually, that trend line. So the next one is here. So looking at any pullback to that area. And at the moment it's going sideways, so indecision last 2 daily bars. So looking to see if it goes further up, and then taking a short from either the trend line, the horizontal level, or the trend line here if it's a double top with this high here. So if there is something like that. So looking for short opportunities there. The next currency pair I'm looking at is EURAUD, and here I'm looking for short opportunities as well. So at the moment I'm looking at this range, which is a channel going down. It's very small. It is actually still just indecision on the higher time frames. Not much is happening, and we're in the previous range. But if we do have the price go back to the top of that channel, then I would be looking for short. Otherwise, waiting for a break and retest at the bottom. But there's enough room in terms of if there is any price action around this area, we still have 1 to 2, 1 to 3, enough room for that. The next currency pair I'm looking at is EURGBP, and EURGBP also looking for short. So at the moment we only had 1, 2, 3 closes now below the monthly pivot and the channel that it was in. So looking to see if that actually goes back in and keeps going in the range, or if that is the retest, and then would be looking to go short. So if we do have a retest, even if it does pop above the monthly pivot and you know, has maybe a few closes above and then pops back below, shows us a false break, then retest, then looking for short opportunities there. And the last currency pair I'm looking at is GBPCAD. And GBPCAD I'm looking for short. So in terms of where we are, the direction of the current price action is actually up. So it would look like a long trade. However, we've just cleared the previous level of resistance. So I'm looking to see, is that actually going to hold, and are we going to have a retest, or is this going to come back into the channel, the previous channel, and go back ranging within? Now, since most breaks are false breaks, then I'm looking to see if this comes back below the weekly pivot, basically comes back below this previous trend line, and then look for a retest and go short. Also, the price action here is now just slowing down. So we've had 3 peaks that didn't really, you know, go much higher, and now we have a lower peak just there. So just looking to see, is this actually now just going to come back down and go below? If not, that's okay. It might just bounce off and go higher. Otherwise, if there is a break back below, showing us a false break with candle closing below, and then a retest of that level, then would be looking to go short on that. All right, so that is all the currency pairs for this week. Let me check the chat box, see if any questions. No. Hi, everyone else that joined us. Wilson, hello. Derek. Thank you very much. Have a good break. Yes. Thank you, Joni, and thank you, Paul P. I appreciate that. So just to reiterate, this is the last Simple Forex setup show for this year. If you are going to the retreat, I will see you there. Otherwise, I will see you next year. So have a really great week of trading. Have a great year till the end of the year. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Have a lovely break. And I will see you again soon. Thank you, Me. Thank you, Derek. Thank you, everyone. Enjoy your retreat and happy trading.